Did you know that specific stretches can improve your cardio? Probably not. So these are 10 ways today you can improve your cardio you've probably never heard of. Okay, let's first begin with the stretches. There's something that is called intercostal stretches, and that's the name from the intercostals, the muscles that we have. That's our chest and some muscles between the rib cages, so here, but also you can say the chest, okay? And the chest is important for breathing. Why? Because a lot of people think that the lungs expand from themselves. That's not true. You breathe with your chest. So the chest is somewhat glued to the lungs. And when you breathe out, your chest goes out. And you see that your lungs move. So your chest is pulling them outwards. And then try to really hit a hard chest day, okay? Hit a hard chest day in the gym. And then hit a cardio session after that, okay? 5 minutes, 10 minutes. You will be absolutely fine. And the same is when you train your abs. When you train your abs and then you hit a cardio session after it, you will be trained as fuck, okay? So that means when you train your abs, your chest, or both of them are somewhat tight or tired, then your cardio will be worse because your breathing will be hardened. And so when you do intercostal stretches, so stretches that stress the whole area here, but also the chest, etc., you can breathe easier, okay? So again, there's a video from Bess Rutten that you can watch by this, but I just have some stretches out of this video, some stretches that I did from research that can help you by this, okay? Remember, again, I'm not a doctor or some shit like that. I'm not a physician, but those stretches work, and maybe they work for you. So first we have the child pose stretch sidewards, okay? That means you stretch somewhat to the side. So I'm just going to play a video about how this looks. So you can see the next stretch is a stretch on a yoga ball, okay? You need a yoga ball for this. You just go on the yoga ball and you somewhat stretch your back. I don't know, you just do a little arc. So I'm going to play a video about this. Then we have the standing side stretch. Going to play a video about this as well. I can't show it to you right now, but here's the video as well. So another stretch is the chest stretch on the wall. That's stretching your pectoralis. So you can do the stretch, and when you stretch your pecs, then your breathing will be more efficient, because a tight chest, again, just want to say it, is making your breathing harder. So when you stretch your chest, your breathing becomes easier, okay? The same with the abs. When you stretch your abs a bit, then your breathing becomes easier as well. When you stretch your abs, that becomes easier as well to breathe, because when you have tight abs, that restricts the downward movement of your diaphragm, what is also essential for breathing. So you just need to know that you breathe harder when you have a tight chest or tight abs, okay? So remember that, do some stretches, do stretches to hit the chest, do stretches to hit the abs, do some stretches that I said, and just be generally stretched. That's also an advice. Just stretch every day for 10-15 minutes. Also stretch your hamstrings. That's also a bit of a benefit for cardio. So just do that. Be overall stretched, and that will help. Okay, the next thing are breath holds. You see Lomachenko doing breath holds as well. Why? Because it is so fucking effective. First of all, for calmness during fights. And you see in maybe for all of my videos, okay, I'm saying breath holds, because it's so important. Why? Because in a fight you are more calm when you have breath holds, because when you do breath holds, you are just in a panic state, okay? You are panicking when you're doing breath holds. You're holding your breath, your air goes out, and you're just like this. You're moving, your feet are tingling, you just kick the fucking floor because you want to breathe, and they're like this. But you still stay calm, okay? You still stay composed under that pressure. That's the same with the fight. Of course, you're not choking. Maybe you're choking for air because you have shit cardio, but with this video, you're going to have better cardio. But maybe you're not choking for air, but you're in the fight and you're panicking. Same with the breath holds. And so you're panicking. Now you know what to do. You stay calm. So breath holds are important for this. Also, when you panic, your cardio will be worse. So that's also a benefit for cardio. But breath holds also improve your CO2 tolerance, your carbon dioxide tolerance. And when you have more carbon dioxide tolerance, you have more cardio. Because you can endure more carbon dioxide that is building up in your body. So when you have too much CO2 in your body, it can limit the oxygen usage for your muscles. Also, it makes you more panicking as well. When you have a low CO2 tolerance, you panic more in the fight, what also again leads to you just gasping for breath, what's fucking up your cardio, because just too much carbon dioxide in your body is making you want to breathe. It's giving you an urge to breathe, so that's limiting your cardio. Overall, it's just fucking up lactic acid clearance. So when you fight or you do a specific movement, etc., then lactic acid builds up in your body when you train with weights, etc. And when you don't have that lactic acid clearance anymore, then you're fucked because you get more fatigued, your muscles get fatigued, etc. So remember that CO2 tolerance is something really important to have for a fighter. Okay, and that brings me to the next thing, and that's the same thing like breath holds. Just want to tell it to you. Wim Hof breathing. Wim Hof breathing is great for cardio. I made a video about this, why Wim Hof breathing is something great for fighters. It's making you calm. It's really like the feeling when you do Wim Hof breathing is so fucking good. You want to see how it works for you, because for some people, but not a lot of people, it has some negative effects, but just forget them, bro. Just forget them. Most of the time it just has good effects. So Wim Hof breathing is something good to do, and also improves your CO2 tolerance. Also, like, just in general, your cardio. So Wim Hof breathing also great for cardio. And when you're talking about breathing, that's something different like breathing, but breathing again, when you're in a fight, you should not be breathing like this. Or when you're exercising, you should not be breathing like this. You know it. No. You should be breathing with your tongue on the roof of your mouth, okay? So press that on the roof of your mouth. That improves air ventilation, okay? So do that. And whilst you're inhaling, inhale deeply when you're resting, okay? So I'm not talking about when you punch. That's something different to talk about. That's a whole nother video. But when you're resting, when you're in the corner, you push the tongue to the roof of your mouth and you inhale deeply. So let me just do that. Looks weird, but let me do that. And really try to calm yourself down and try to inhale deeply and exhale deeply. Because when you just do it like this, when you breathe through your mouth, that's not good. Mouth breathing is generally not good for cardio, okay? And throughout the day as well, what I would advise you, if you want to have good cardio, never breathe through your mouth. Breathe through your nose, because mouth breathing can affect your cardio as well. So breathe through your nose the whole day, okay? Try to breathe through your nose, be aware of this. That will help. Okay, another thing that you maybe didn't know is a good diet. Okay, maybe you know it because that's just pro science here, but when you eat like shit, you will perform like shit. Okay, that's not really pro science, that's scientifically proven, but you just feel a bit more worse, or you just feel fucking bad when you eat a lot of shit. And when you eat a lot of shit, you also feel that your cardio is worse. I feel it sometimes when I eat shit that my cardio is worse. But also a good diet can boost red blood cells, what are important for endurance. So what you can do to boost red blood cells, just to give you some advice. First, iron, okay? So iron is key for red blood cells. Red blood cells mostly contain iron or are made out of iron. So iron is really important. And then I just things that are enhancing that iron. So vitamin C, for example, vitamin B9, B6, and I think B12. These are some vitamins that are essential for this. And just get an overall nice diet, okay? This will boost your red blood cells, but focus more on iron to boost those red blood cells, okay? But then the vitamin C, B, maybe even D, I don't think, like E as well. So just get a nice diet, okay? You see, you just need a nice diet that is boosting this. Get a healthy diet, no processed shit to fuck up your brain, fuck up your health. That's just the worst thing you can do, and eat healthy. This will boost your cardio as well. Okay, now let's talk about some exercises that you can do for boosting your cardio, okay? I know you wanted the exercises, I know you wanted the sprints, etc. So let me give you some sprints or some exercise that you can do to boost your cardio. One sprint is the football field sprint, okay? That's something that I learned from Gabriel Varga, really fucking great martial arts content creator or generally a good fighter. Football field sprints is something where you sprint the long part of the football field, you run or you jog the smaller part, you run the big part as well, or again, and you jog it again, you run, bam, 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 okay? Just a nice round. And when you do that, you will be fucked. Not from one round, but from multiple rounds, okay? I'm going to give a number here on the screen from rounds that you can do for beginner, intermediate, and advanced, okay? So take those rounds, do those rounds, and then build up when you want to level up your cardio even more. But if you're a beginner right now, if you didn't do that exercise, just start with the first thing. I know you want to tell me, oh yeah, no, I'm just so fucking hard. Oh, no, I can do this. No, brother. This exercise will generally fuck you up, okay? I'm not joking, this exercise will generally fuck you up. So, do the beginner shit, you will still be fucked up, do it, okay? And generally sprints as well is something that is pretty good for cardio. Just 2 sprints normally, do some 1 minute on, or no, like 40 seconds on, 1 minute on, 30 seconds rest, something like that. Just do some general sprints. So that means interval sprints, just to say. Then another sprint that you can do is a heavy bag sprint, so you know it. Don't need to really explain this for you. You can go on for 3 minutes and every 30 seconds you're just going to sprint, great for cardio. But another sprint that you can do is for 1 minute 30, okay? So that means your round is only going 1 minute and 30 seconds and you only have 30 seconds of rest. And you do that for 15 rounds then believe me, you will be tired as fuck. Because what do people do? And that's something, again, that I learned from Bess Rutten. It is, when you're in a fight, okay, a lot of people, what they are doing, they maybe have their opponent knocked down a bit, they maybe have their opponent hurt, and so they want to load up on them. So they load up on them, they punch, but then after 30 seconds, when they sprint on them, when they really like punch the whole time and want to fucking knock them down, they can't do it anymore. They're just too tired. But now you can do it 1 minute and 30 seconds. And believe me, because you're doing this exercise, because you're used to just sprinting on your opponent and punching him like as fast as you can and as powerful as you can, you're now used to doing this 1 minute and 30 seconds. And now, bro, no opponent, most of the time, is surviving this 1 minute and 30 seconds when you are just firing up on them, okay? So you want to sprint as fast as you can and just punch as hard as you can for 1 minute and 30 seconds. And you'll be fucked as well, okay? And if you're a beginner again, then build up, okay? Build up 30 seconds first, 1 minute rest, then do 1 minute on, 1 minute rest, or 30 seconds rest. You can see whatever you like. And then do, again, 1 minute 30 on and 30 seconds rest, okay? So you take something from the rest time, put it on the work time, and so it's harder. Another thing is the assault bike, you know it. It's fucking great for cardio again. So just do a Tabata there, do some Tabata sprints, go on, go off, go on. Just do some interval sprints. Great fucking thing as well, okay? Assault bike, man, just, yeah. Okay, now an underrated one, and I just want to include this because it's so fucking good for developing such good cardio. It is swimming. Swimming is something that so many people neglect. But again, I would advise you, go fucking swimming, see how you feel. See how you generally feel when you're doing this. You will be fucked, brother. Swimming is so fucking hard, man, when you do it really right, okay? So what you can do as well is do interval sprints there. So what it means is you sprint like the half or the whole length of the pool, and you just maybe take 30 seconds of rest and you sprint again, okay? And maybe you then can also do something like 15 rounds on with no rest, and you just feel on the urge to stop, okay? You just do 15 rounds of the whole pool. Maybe could also be good for cardio. Didn't test that, but I just did the interval sprint. So what that means is you go on, you go off, 1 minute on, 30 seconds rest, 1 minute on, 30 seconds rest. That's what you could do. For swimming, that will also boost your cardio. Just a simple routine, but believe me, you will be fucked. Also what you can do, again for CO2 tolerance, you can go down, do some shadow boxing in the water, underwater, because you need to hold your breath, but also you're punching out. So this is something great to do as well. And just a quick thing, I don't want to waste too much time on this. Versa climbers are also great for cardio work. That's a secret of Merab Dvalishvili's cardio. So Merab Dvalishvili is training a lot on the Versa climber, or when he's training some specific cardio work, he's doing a lot of Versa climber work. His coach said that. So Versa climber also great for MMA work and cardio. And a quick side note, what Merab Dvalishvili is doing, he's going on the So what Merab Dvalishvili is doing for his routine, he's going on the Versa climber, 30 seconds, 1 minute, something like that. Then he's going off and doing some MMA work, so some takedowns, some punching, some pad work, and then going on the Versa climber again, MMA work, etc, etc. Okay, I think now we are way beyond the 10 ways mark or the 10 tips mark, but again, I just want to give you another tip, that is increase your lung capacity. So what that means is you can do specific lung capacity drills. Okay, one drill is that you inhale as long as you can, okay? And then you exhale as long as you can. Like you try to really push that air out. When you have no air or you can't really breathe, just try to breathe a bit more. Try to breathe a bit out more. Do that for 6 rounds, 5 rounds. And so just 1 round is 1 breath, as 1 inhale and exhale. Do that for 5 rounds. That will increase your lung capacity. Also, a drill that you can do is hold your breath and run up a hill. Or you can do that at home as well. Just do some jumping jacks, breathe in, do some jumping jacks, and that will also increase your lung capacity. Because when you do that drill, your air is going out and your body is panicking, bro. It's just saying, man, we need air right now. And also what I would say is don't do it too much. Don't be too tough with this drill, because you can just pass the fuck out and lay on that floor, okay? Just going to tell you, be aware with this. When you get a bit of dizziness in your brain, or when you feel a bit of dizziness, then just stop, okay? Don't do it further than that, okay? Don't do it. So what you're doing is you're inhaling, you're exhaling, and then you're doing jumping jacks to increase your lung capacity. Another thing that is good for red blood cells, lung capacity, and your CO2 tolerance is a breathing mask, okay? Don't want to spend too much time on this, but breathing masks are also great to do, and maybe you want to run with these, maybe you want to do a bit of cardio work with these. They are also good for cardio as well. Man, there's the police outside. What the fuck is this? And the last 2 tips that I would give you is recover properly, okay? Recover good enough. So what that means is, maybe you feel lazy, but take that extra day off. And I would say that you're here, okay, when you don't take that extra day off. You improve like this. And so you think that you need to work every day to improve. But just by taking a day off and not really working on anything, you improve like this. Why? Because you can work better. I just feel sometimes when I just train 3 times in a row that I just feel like shit, okay? I just feel like shit in training. That is good sometimes, of course, but I don't have the same cardio. I don't have the same power. I don't have the same skill level when I'm not as recovered. So what that means is take your recovery really seriously. I made a whole course about this. I researched a lot, okay? And the reason why I make courses is sometimes because I just want to research for myself, but also I have a benefit for other people, but mostly for myself. But the thing is, recovery is really so fucking important. So do the ice baths, do the red light therapy, get more rest days when you don't feel good, okay? That doesn't mean that when you don't feel like doing the work, okay? So that means when you don't want to do the work, you're taking a day off. But when you feel that your body is aching, when you feel that your legs are sore, etc., maybe take that extra day off. When you feel that your cardio isn't that good, take that extra day off, because it doesn't benefit you now going an extra day. It doesn't benefit you at all, not for your mental, not for your discipline, for nothing. It doesn't give you any benefit. It's just fucking up your cardio more. It's not building any new muscle. It's not building anything. It's maybe fucking up your hormonal system, your testosterone, important hormones, because you're fucking up your body more. And so take that extra day off. Do your stretching, do your ice bath, do your heat exposure. That's also good for recovery. Get your sleep in. That's really something good. Maybe even do active recovery. Active recovery is something that a lot of people overlook, but active recovery is great for recovering as well, because blood flow is something that is essential for recovery. So when you get more blood flow in through active recovery, walks, or some specific active recovery work, that will help you a lot. And the final tip that I would give you is movement efficiency. So that means doing your movements as efficient as possible. That means not muscling through a takedown. No, going easy in the takedown, not just being too tense, too tight, and trying to get the movement as efficient as possible. So that means putting in the reps and trying to perfect your movements so they don't take as much of your power away. So that means doing the movements as efficient as possible to not get a cardio train from those movements. That's something that Mero of the Valishvili is doing as well. That's why he's so effective, because fuck you. Yeah. Man, there's the ambulance outside. What the fuck's wrong today? But there's a secret for Mero of the Valishvili. He is not muscling through the takedowns. He is not punching like too tense, because that will train your cardio. So put the reps in and try to make the movements as efficient as possible for your cardio. That's a really, really, really big part of cardio. So try to do it. See you back soon, brother, and I hope that you have a good cardio. Love this fucking episode. Was a great episode. Generally feeling happy right now, and I'm just grateful that you watched this video.
Make no music. Look at them shouting, I'm digging up Jella, to like Patata, Chum better show up, bomb, diggy, 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 bomb, diggy, 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 bomb, diggy, bomb, diggy, bomb,